All right, Lee Pulliam, we're here after your return to the Valley Star Credit Union 300 at Martinsville Speedway and your return to racing in general. So I just want to talk about tonight first. Ended up 13th. Guys had a solid run all night long. How would you assess your night?
I had a good time. I led a lap in the heat race and finished second, and had a shot at the pole in qualifying, and just car was super free all night long. We could not get that thing tightened up, and probably the freest race car I ever drove. But I had a blast, man. I'm so lucky to have been able to do this and race with my dad and have my daughter be able to see it. So it was it was a lot of fun. I mean, I wish the car would have been better for sure, because I felt like with a good car I could have fought for the win, but it just won't quite in the cards tonight.
Back to that heat race, you and Connor Hall had a great battle side by side for multiple laps. Did that kind of was that the moment where you felt like, man, I'm really doing this again and having fun and racing up front?
Yeah, I was competitive in a heat race. I feel like Connor's, him and Brendan are two of the hottest drivers right now in racing. So to race with him for the lead and lead a lap, I think that was pretty cool for me. So I hadn't raced in 5 years. That's a long time. So to come in and to come to the biggest show, I didn't run like I wanted to in the feature, but to run second in the heat race and qualify and get a 13th place finish, I mean, just clawed all night long. I've been riding the bike, so I wouldn't fall out the seat, and I felt fresh. Really at the end of the race, it just didn't have a lot to fight with.
You mentioned not racing in 5 years, so I want to kind of backtrack here. This whole process, when did you decide you wanted to run this race? Because it has been a long time since you were in the race car.
My dad, he almost passed away earlier in the year. He had a surgery and had a lot of complications from it, and that's what me and him did together, and we didn't have money to move on and run anything else, so I had to look out for my family and just work on them, and my dad was sick. I told him, I said, if you promise me you're going to fight and get over to us, I promise you we'll go race at Martinsville one more time. So it was an emotional weekend, but me and Dad here laughing, smiling, and we both wanted to win the race, right? But all in all, we're blessed.
You drove your driver, Butterbean's car tonight, so did he put any pressure on you tonight to run good like he would in the car?
Yeah, he got him we've been picking all week, so he finished 10th in this race last year, so I was telling him, man, I'm going to ride you hard if I run 9th tonight, and so he beat me by 3 spots, so he's going to ride me now. He's already let me know that he finished 3 spots better than me last year.
So when you kind of recap your night, right, and all the guys you raced against, there's so many new faces in the crowd from when you were here last. Was it kind of a weird feeling? Did it feel like a changing of the guard at all to see all the new faces and then some of the guys that you raced against your whole career all battling up at the front at the same time?
Definitely a different group for the most part. I mean, a lot of, you got the old school racers like Mike Looney and Bobby McCarty and Peyton Sellers and, several more, Stacy Pereira, and, you got a lot of old school guys, but definitely a lot of young guys out there right now, and, they're doing a good job. I mean, this racing's tough, it's not easy, and just gotta have really good equipment and really good drivers to run up front, so we just didn't have quite enough. We didn't bring quite enough tonight.
Do you think this is the last time we'll see you in a late model stock car?
I have no idea. I didn't ever plan on the last time being 5 years ago. So who knows? I don't. I feel like I still got it. I feel like most people wouldn't even dream of being off for 5 years and coming to the All-Star race, right? Like this is the biggest race in short track racing, and so I feel happy with the way I performed and went throughout the weekend. I feel like I need to, I was a little rusty. I got better as the race went on. I wasn't perfect. I still was rusty, but I gave 110% the whole night, and I doubt I can finish my career with a 13th place finish. So I don't know if it'll be 4 or 5 years from now, but I can't see myself finishing 13th from my last race.
So kind of on that note, and I think I know your answer based off that answer, but if this is your last time at Martinsville, are you happy with it?
Hey, I had a ball, man. My daughter got to see me race. She had a ball. She had a little friends up here. It would be the first race she's ever going to, she's seen me race. She's seen me win a ton of races, but she don't remember any of them. You know, she was so young. So she's 8 years old now. She'll remember this one, and that's special enough for me. So if I get to do it again, that'll be great. But either way, I had a great time. Enjoyed racing with my dad, and just had a lot of fun all night long.
Thank you, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Hey race fans, I'm Chase Folsom with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed the short track video you just watched, please be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch Grassroots on YouTube for more Cars Tour, ARCA, and other grassroots racing content. Check out Frontstretch.com for all your racing needs.